Hello, welcome to the Famous for Nothing podcast. We are back with Jordan. What's up, Jordan?
What's up?
Sexy Moose, also known as. I don't know what podcast episode this is.
It's 1327.
Okay. Well, there's also, I think, 2 other podcasts as of right now that have been on my computer for a while that I need to just edit and put it out.
Okay.
So.
You slacking, bro?
I am slacking. I don't know what the last one I put out is. I think one of them I was like, hey, I'm going to try to get this out before Christmas. and for the people that don't know, it's like in a January right now, almost. So, yeah, I am very much slacking. But editing just is a lot by yourself. And there's no excuses. I've had a month. So, anyways.
You just going to hold the mic?
Yeah, I like holding the mic. It feels a lot better when I'm just holding it.
Just feels more natural?
Yeah. You can hold it if you want yourself, but I was just thinking, we talked about something and it made the podcast. I was like, this sounds like Gohan.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So go ahead and get your point across about what you were trying to say before, because you started to say something to me. We started talking about something, and I stopped it and I was like, hey, we'll just do a podcast about this.
Okay. So I was just sitting at work, kind of bored. Started thinking about Dragon Ball like I do sometimes. And basically, future Gohan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a badass character. Like, pretty unanimously. Like, most fans like future Gohan. He's pretty cool. But I started thinking, like, he's been fighting in the for like 15 years of just like non-stop combat with these androids.
Something like that.
And Gohan has always been stated to have, like, the highest potential out of all of the Z fighters, like, by, like, a good margin, too.
Mm-hmm.
But he's always, like, he just doesn't train, is the reason that he's not, like, the strongest by far. So how is it that Gohan in the future is fighting and training, like, for 10 years straight, nonstop, and, like, getting his ass whooped? And we know that, like, whenever a Saiyan, gets his ass beat in combat, they get, like, a Zenkai boost, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he should have got multiple Zenkai boosts, and he should just absolutely wipe the floor with the androids.
I think the Zenkai boost to start off. So there's a bunch of different reasons, but because I'm going to be the Gohan fanboy over here, in defense, obviously. But the Zenkai boost thing, I think it has a cap, and I think the cap stops when you hit the Super Saiyan. Like once you become Super Saiyan, there is no Zenkai boost. And I'm just making this shit up on the spot, just so you know. So, like, for example, Goten and Trunks have never got a Zenkai boost because they've already been Super Saiyans, right? They should at least get a Zenkai boost because of whatever reason. Of Gotenks or something, I don't know. But, like, they've never got a Zenkai boost. I think once you hit the Super Saiyan, it's like Zenkai boost is gone. And you're capped out. Because they took advantage of it before Frieza, like, constantly. Like, Vegeta even tried to die because he was like, I need a Zenkai boost right now.
Yeah.
He's like, Zenkai me up, Krillin. And Krillin did, And it still wasn't strong enough.
Yeah,
but
then Dende just didn't heal him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, but whenever I think Vegeta knows this too, because when Goku got Super Saiyan, Vegeta was pissed off, right? He's like, I gotta get stronger. And what's the best way for me to get stronger?
Zenkai boost.
No, he went to another planet.
No. Zenkai boost.
And he went to go train. He's like, oh, the Zenkai boost caps out at Super Saiyan. He's already got Super Saiyan, so I can't do a Zenkai no more. I'm going to have to train from now on. And ever since then, the Zenkai boost never came.
You still have the problem with, like, the potential, though.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. The potential of Gohan... Okay, you have the Super Saiyan form again, right? Mm-hmm. That's what it's capped out at. That's as strong as you can get. That's the strongest you can have. That's the the potential, because that's all he knows. He's like, this is the strongest you can be with you can be a Super Saiyan, and this is as far as Super Saiyan goes. You can train, be a little bit stronger. You could become like Super Trunks or Super Vegeta and get big muscles, but that's it. He has no nothing inside of him pushing his potential stronger or more, or nothing inside of him that makes him go stronger, because he is at his strongest. He's capped out. Compared to, let's just say nowadays, where he just does the same thing, he doesn't do anything, the Gohan thing, but he's watching fucking gods fight each other. And now he's like, oh, I know how strong you can be. And now my potential is like raising. And like his potential of like what he could be, he knows how strong it could be. He can't even fathom a Super Saiyan God, much less a Super Saiyan 2 at the time or Super Saiyan 3 and God and Ultra Instinct. And when I say God, okay, we got Super Saiyan God, then like Ultra Instinct, and then you got like Beerus, and then, you know, all these other people who are just Whis and, you know, Omni King and Jiren. You got all these people. You're like, oh, this is like, if Future Gohan would stroke out if he saw these people just from the power they have. Like, he would just like, oh my god, I can't take this, you know? But Gohan has been, you know, introduced to this stuff, and his potential grows because he knows how powerful he can become. But when you're nothing but around androids with the same power level for 10 years, your potential kind of stays the same because you think that's about, you know, as strong as you could be. But he also has one hand, so even though that didn't happen until the very end. But like, it
just blew all his potential out with that one arm.
Not really, because Super Saiyan 2 used
good point.
Killed Cell.
Good point.
With one arm. So I guess that one already takes that one out of the way. But the I will say that Future Gohan has more points than Teen Gohan when it comes to his arm, because he lost his arm and doesn't have one, and looks more cool that he's fighting like this, you know?
Yeah, it does look pretty badass.
Yeah, it looks a lot better than just a fucking hanging limb. Yeah. I'm like, oh man, you know, it's broken, but it's still here. You know, that is cool.
Yeah, I'm not convinced by the argument.
Which one? That was a pretty good of it.
Nah, dude, like all of it.
No, dude, that was pretty legit. So,
what about like rage boosts? Like how he unlocked Super Saiyan 2? Like, we would think that like him seeing everyone he knows and loves die because of the androids would be enough.
Did he
to,
see
like,
it though, or did he know about it?
I mean, I'm sure he saw at least a little bit. I'm sure he was there when someone died. Like, when's the last time you saw a one-on-one fight with like any of the Z fighters? Like, it's always a fucking gang fight. Like, they all show up to jump people.
Yeah,
so,
but Gohan...
anytime they fight anybody, like, I guarantee you he saw at least somebody die.
But who else does he really care about?
What do you mean?
I mean, he cares about his dad and Piccolo,
He
right?
barely fucking knew Android, like, what, 16? Like, how long did he know him before he was just like, oh, shit, like...
But it's not the fact that he knew
an entire new form for this guy.
Here's the thing. Everyone's so fucking selfish in the Z fighters. That's why Gohan doesn't want to be around them. Everyone around him is just like, cares about getting stronger. He doesn't want to get stronger. He just wants to go home, learn about fucking birds, okay? And that's what Andrew 16 wanted to do. He wanted to, you know, care about nature and protect the world. And to know that, like, everything around him is like as one. Like Android 16 has definitely took acid before, and Gohan has too, and he knows that being on the other side, and that's why he went to Super Saiyan 2, just because that type of acid that he took, and he knows that, you know, the gates. He's broken through the barrier and seen more than Future Gohan. Future Gohan, the world was destroyed, so they didn't really have, you know, as advanced drugs back then. Or psychedelics. So
okay,
I think that has a lot to do with it. I think the fact that, like, in all seriousness, Teen Gohan and Android 16 did not know each other, but Android 16 really wanted to kill his dad, and I think Gohan has a lot of issues with his dad.
Yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from with that one.
Yeah.
So. And his dad died from like a heart disease in the future timeline, so he doesn't really have that same kind of driving motivator. Yeah,
kind of sucks that, you know, it's like, oh man, I can't see someone kill my dad now because he's already dead. So, because his real dad died in the future timeline, you know. So, and when his real dad dies, everybody dies, but no one can come back to life.
Yeah, it sucks. So, no more Dragon Balls.
Yeah, no more Dragon Balls when your real dad dies. So. I think my argument was pretty solid. No more Zenkai boosts have Super Saiyan, because that makes sense. And your potential is what you've been around, or people around you.
I feel like the potential thing is pretty weak. That's a weak argument, man.
No, dude. Like, the fact that, like, the strongest people he's ever seen was Android 16 and 17, right? Or, no, 17 and 18.
17 and 18.
17 and 18 was the only one that he's ever seen. The ones that we saw that was 17 and 18 were way stronger than those guys, too. So the one in his future timeline was pretty weak. I think 19 and 20 was just as strong or whatever as 17 and 18. I could be wrong about that, but something along those lines.
Yeah.
But the real 17, 18 is like super strong, like way stronger than future. I mean, we're not even getting to super, but
Oh shit! Yeah,
We're
we're just talking
gonna-
DBZ.
yeah. But like 17, 18 in real timeline is way better, way stronger. So future Gohan never saw how strong someone could actually be, and I think that has a lot to do with like inside of you, you know, because that's like saying like you're trying to do MMA or whatever, right? You just want to get you just want to get stronger, but you don't have anyone around you to teach you or whatever. And even though you might have this potential in you, you let your potential out, your potential is going to be okay. Compared to like if you're like, you know, training with like Anderson Silva, your potential is going to be a lot better. Or not even train with him if you just watch him. He's just around you.
You just know that exists.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, my potential is coming out, and now you're like a lot stronger.
Maybe. I can kind of see where you're coming from with that. Just because like, if you just don't even have a concept that you can become that powerful, then
like this is a whole nother world out here. Like I didn't know I could even step over here, you know? I didn't know this existed. Now I know. Okay, now I'm gonna go beast mode. So
okay.
Did you watch a new movie?
The new Dragon Ball movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go with me to watch it? I don't remember.
No, because
Okay.
I watched it with my wife.
Okay. The Gohan one?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
You watched the Broly one?
Yeah.
You went with us to watch Broly, right? Me
think-
and Jose?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what it was. But yeah. It was really good. It was really good. We went beast mode. It was totally fan fiction.
Oh, he's 100%
Fanfare.
fan. Like,
Yeah. They're like, fuck these Gohan fans. We're so tired of hearing about them, you know? We're tired of hearing about Gohan. Everything's about Gohan, so. But what about Frieza Black? He's coming up, right?
yeah. Are they making a movie or animating that or what?
I have no idea. Oh, wait. Have you seen the new Dragon Ball show coming out?
I don't.
Oh, man.
What's the name of it?
Doka or something like that? Not Doken, but it's something similar.
I don't think so.
You would know if you did. So, it starts off so great, and then it goes so downhill so fast.
Okay.
Just the trailer of it. It's not that great.
I'm gonna need you to explain.
Oh, man. Okay, so I feel like me explaining might not sound as disappointing as it really is if you saw it. That's the issue. But basically, it's like a new Dragon Ball show, right? Everyone's like, oh, you know, we need a new show, so here it is. And it's just them being normal, except everybody. You know how in GT, how Goku turned into a kid? Except now, everybody gets turned into a kid.
Just everyone's a kid now.
Everyone's a kid now. And I don't know why, because it's in Japanese. I don't know why, but I don't really care. I don't want to see Vegeta as a kid fighting Goku as a kid, and then like fucking Krillin kid or whatever, you know?
Yeah. That does sound pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It had a good start too. It was a good animation and everything, and I was just like, oh man, this sucks. But it is what it is, I guess. But so what's your outlook on Gohan, Mr. Negative Gohan?
I mean, Gohan's still my favorite character, so.
Okay.
I just thought it was weird, you know? I was like, it doesn't really make too much sense to me that he would get his ass beat by the androids for that long and never, like, kind of rise to the occasion.
I don't think he ever wants to show Trunks how, you know, something to do with Trunks. And
Sure, yeah.
he was holding back because of him.
For some reason, somehow.
Yeah. Because...
Maybe he was pulling like a Goku where, you know, instead of fighting Cell itself,
yeah.
he's like, here, you do it. Maybe he's trying to get Trunks to do that.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Kind of, yeah, it did
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
You know how smart Gohan is, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was the Batman. He's like, I know this is going to work. So he goes out, kills himself, knowing in the end that Trunks would go into a different timeline. Yeah. Like stronger androids. And then a creature named Cell. And come back even stronger.
Yep.
And then he knew he would die and come back to life there. So.
I mean, there's a really simple answer to this. That's like probably the actual
The whole
explanation.
Toyama didn't think about.
Not even that. It's just like plot-wise. It just, for the story to move forward. Like, you can't just have him be like, oh, yeah, no, in my timeline, there was these androids and Gohan fucked him up.
Well, the thing is, too, is like, you could have just not put Gohan there. Gohan could have died in the future timeline. It just
He could have just got sick.
This whole thing could have just not happened,
Yeah.
You could be like
an alternate timeline. There could just be no Gohan.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
then you wouldn't have that super badass Gohan with one arm, though.
You could have TN with one arm.
Man,
'cause that's how already been a thing.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
So, yeah, and then TN, you know how he like Gohan's like getting fucking destroyed, like pop. No, TN could have went out, trying to save Gohan with his like little thing. I would say Piccolo, but obviously everyone would be brought back. So. Yeah. Or what if it was Piccolo, but the androids would always have like a Dragon Ball just to taunt them, Like, you know how 17 already has like a thing in his pocket, that little brown bag?
Yeah.
Hey, he would just always have a Dragon Ball there just to taunt him.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, pretty cool.
They should do something like that. Just have a villain that's just like fucking people up, knows about the Dragon Balls, and just like keeps one just as like a fuck you.
Yeah, and then the whole thing. Well, kind of we already know where that goes. Yeah. Be like, oh man, we gotta find a way to get this from him.
Yeah, we're a little bit beyond that at this point anyway. Just with like the universe scale shit going on. Not even universal anymore. It's like multiverse shit.
It's true. Oh, have you seen? Well, you have seen the new Dragon Ball game coming out, Sparkling Zero.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's called.
I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah.
Yeah, the new Tenkaichi game. I told you about the. I might have told you the Wii. I brought out the Wii and I bought all new controls for the Wii, the controller and the sensor bar and the things in the bag to plug it in. Like I have the Wii, but I don't have anything else that works with it. So I had to buy all those stuff just to play Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And I played it for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or something. And within those two, when I worked at NGL Floors, I would have the list of like 150
doing
characters.
Like the full tournament.
I did that again, right?
Yeah.
So I was just for fun. I did it, and Omega Shenron won, by the way. But I did the whole tournament, and like within 2 or 3 weeks, that new game got announced, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Damn.
So it's like I'm literally playing this right now. Crazy. Yeah, the timing on that was like amazing. And then since then, as you can see, I put the Wii back up because I'm not waiting for that game now.
Yeah. Didn't you do something similar with like Kingdom Hearts? Like, did you bought a PS3 to play?
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Like immediately after that,
yeah,
it's come to PS4.
I literally bought the PS3 and I didn't buy any other game besides Kingdom Hearts 1.5 because it was like HD collection, so I could play them all. And not only that, I did do a 100% run on it, and I beat it pretty fast, I would say, right? But yeah, as soon as I did the 100% and beat it all, I don't know how long it was, maybe like a month or two, even if that. But yeah, then it got announced on PS4, and I'm like, I already had a PS4, The only reason I bought the PS3 is so I could play Kingdom Hearts. So, yeah, it's frustrating. But it's also a good thing. It's like, I hate this happened, but it's also good. I get it for PS4 now. Yay. Mm-hmm. And then it's like Budokai 3, it's like 25, almost something years old or something like that.
Has there been any news Kingdom Hearts related? Like
Kingdom Hearts 4, that's about it.
Any updates on that?
Nope.
Or is it just like that one thing that they showed? Like,
oh, no, yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be coming out in, I think, like 2039, but that could be delayed still. So, who knows? Yeah.
I mean, I'd be surprised if we get it in 2039.
Yeah. But no, there is a mobile game coming out for it. Another mobile game, story-based mobile game.
I'm pretty sure by the time that Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, you're going to be so old and decrepit that Phoenix is going to have to hold the controller for you.
Yeah.
And basically, he's just going to have to play the game for you.
That's fine.
It's going to be a touching moment when you're
as long as I can still be there, dude.
You're going to be in like your late 90s.
Yeah, man. I don't want to get too dark or nothing, but like I used to be a very sad kid, and one of the reasons I'm here today is because of Kingdom Hearts 3. I knew if I did anything dumb, if I ended my life and I was like, oh fuck this, I can't live in here no more, I wouldn't be able to play Kingdom Hearts 3. So I had to stick it out for it,
So if they just indefinitely delay Kingdom Hearts 4, you just unlocked immortality? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Probably, yeah.
Shit.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming up. So yeah, if I ever have any dark thoughts, I just gotta be like, damn, if I can't do anything because Kingdom Hearts 4, you know.
Yep.
So gotta stay around for that. So just how it is. But remember, speaking of the whole tournament thing, remember when I was engineering floors and we would just write names in a bucket and then
Just draw the names and make them fight.
yeah, we'll just make a fight or whatever, make like tournaments and stuff. Like you would name a random character and I would name a random character, like John Wick versus the Hulk, and one of us would have to decide like how that person would win against the fight. That shit was so cool.
That was fun.
Yeah, or making like D&D style like campaigns. I can't remember what we did, but I do remember the best one we did was like close to one of the first ones. It was like the wizard. I don't know. I remember it had to do with some sword, and if you cut or when you kill somebody, you take the power of that sword. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, and then the ending. I mean, this is like so anticlimactic. I can't talk, but like, it's, you know, I'm taking away everything because I'm just talking about the ending. But you know the ending, right?
Yeah.
So like, we had this story for the listeners of me and Jordan, and we're fighting, you know, all these powerful demons and stuff. I can't remember what I was. What was I?
I can't remember.
I don't know. But I know you had a sword. You end up getting a sword that, you know, drains power from people. But we had to fight like the little demon devil person who was just way powerful than us. He could absorb as much power as he could.
We're fighting like a godlike being.
And we realized we made this guy way too strong, and there's no way for us to beat them, you know, because our power level or our power or whatever together isn't strong enough, whatnot. So what we did in the end is, since Jordan had a, you know, very powerful sword, I remember like, I don't remember what it was, but I remember I surprised you whenever I told you what to do. And then like you had like a split second reaction to do it before, like, you know, all hell broke loose to everybody.
I wish I could remember what your character did.
Yeah.
Because I remember that the action was like a perfect combination of what your character did and what my character did to make like this insane like combo thing.
Well, I know what we did to do that, but I can't remember what my character was. But I do remember telling you that I asked you to use your sword, right? Or something like that. And then it was about to fight the guy, and he was coming to us. So something was about to happen to us, and we didn't. And this is like the last thing we could think of was to like. I told you like grab the sword, right, or something like that. I was like grab the sword, and you're just like what? And what I do is I literally just like chop my own head off completely.
Yeah, just full on kill yourself.
Yeah, I decapitated myself, and as I decapitated myself, like all the power we've played through this whole campaign is all into the sword now, right?
Yeah.
And then my character falls and the sword's falling too, and Jordan like grabs the sword and absorbs all that power at once, and it's like, it was really cool.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, dude.
It sounds so stupid.
Yeah.
Just because you don't have any of the context.
Yeah.
This was a long look. We worked 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
And we did this like the whole fucking day. Like we're just telling the story. So there's a lot of shit that happens.
I remember there was like little army minions, like not minions, but little army people. Not army. I say army people. It's literally just like warriors, but like D&D style warriors. It was like you know, armor and shields and swords and stuff. But there was groups of them, and then we had like a shield barrier over these groups, and then the big bad dude, whatever, like broke through the shield barriers, and like everyone was pretty vulnerable. Like everyone was about to die, and then Jordan became like a god himself, and then struck down the guy we were fighting. Cool moment.
It was a cool moment.
Cool moment.
It was pretty cool.
I do remember one moment too. I can't remember what it was, but like something with a big tower falling down, and it was like a wizard. I don't know what was going on. Oh wait, remember we was using like Yu-Gi-Oh cards too. Do you remember that?
Yes, yeah, we were, dude.
So like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I would bring Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and we would draw we didn't know what was going to happen, and we didn't give a fuck about the Yu-Gi-Oh card itself, but we cared about what the image was on it.
Yes.
So
because basically we just make up a story off of whatever the picture was.
Yeah, so we would draw, and then we'd have to make a scenario of like, this is happening now with this. Pretty cool. Yeah. Damn, I bet you miss me on Digital Force now, don't you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was pretty straight, and played checkers and shit on the boxes.
We got really fucking good at checkers.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got really good at checkers. And then we had our bars threw away our checkerboard.
Yeah, that fucking sucked.
He was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Weren't you guys supposed to be working?" You know?
Yeah, we had a good thing going.
Yeah, we had a good thing going. What else was it? There was some other stuff that we did there that like passed the time. Yeah, once you have like 12 hours, it's just you gotta pass the time.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It is a very long time. Like me right now, I'm trying to like, you know, I'm working a part-time job, and I'm like, should I get another part-time job? And I'm like, I definitely probably should, but me being off, and then I'll be looking at the time sometimes, I'm like, damn, it's like 3 o'clock. I would still be working till like 5 if I got another part-time job, you know?
Yeah.
I have so much time, and it sucks to just be like, right now, okay? And be like, oh shit, I'll still be working another 4 hours. Fucking, you know, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning today, you know? Fucking, that shit would suck. So.
All right. So how's the UPS thing going?
Oh, I hate it.
You hate it?
I hate it. I think it's pretty apparent. Like, people ask me, like, how do you like it? And, like, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't, you know. Like, everything else about the job is fine, except for the job itself. It's just, yeah.
You still doing the same shit?
No, I mean, I'm loading now, but things have definitely got better with the outside thing that you was doing, because that whole thing that they was making you do outside was, like, new. Because there used to be rollers. Was you there when there were rollers outside or no?
No.
Okay. So there was rollers outside, and I think right before you left, they had to take them away because they said they can't do rollers no more. People are getting hurt, whatever. So they had to do the little carts. And that shit was like...
That shit sucked.
That shit was like hectic. Like no one knew what the fuck was going on, you know? And they was trying to put like names on the side of the carts, but the carts would always move.
They just move around
Yeah.
and stuff.
So I know you was getting fucked in pretty bad on
And
that.
people would... You'd have to throw the boxes from a conveyor belt like 30 feet into hopefully the right buggy, and they'd just like bounce, and you'd have shit in all kind of wrong buggies, and it was a clusterfuck.
There was one thing they did that was like a really simple fix actually to do all that. Instead of putting the names on the buggy, they would put the names on one truck that's there. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of like whoever, you know, and that way like you already know which buggy is always going to be the same spot. So you'd be like, you know, it's just like Lee or something. If there's a truck named Lee, like, oh, where's this truck at? You know, you constantly gotta look for it. Now you know it's always like the third one, so you just always take it back.
Okay.
So made things a lot easier because I had to be out there too after a while. So, but no, yeah, I don't like the job.
What are your hours like right now?
Today I worked at 3 o'clock and got off like 9. So
Okay.
yeah, like I think it was like 5 hours. I don't know the math of that. So, my math is really bad. 6 hours, I think. I don't know. 5, 6, I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah. But, Baldurs Gate, dude.
Baldurs Gate. So you beat it?
Yeah, I beat it. Did you quit playing it?
What I did, I got to like...
That's a yes.
Well,
You had to think about it way too much.
it's a no... I restarted the game is what I did.
Okay.
I started new playthroughs because I kind of found that I just had more fun in the beginning stages. Because I got to like Act 3 or 4, like towards the end, and I was like...
No, you probably got to Act 2 because I feel like that's what a lot of people would be dropping off at. It's Act 2. Because I'd be talking to other people and everyone kind of quits around the same spot.
I can't remember what happens in the acts. What happens in Act 2?
You were in a dark area and...
Like in the Underdark?
Yeah.
I finished that part.
Okay.
I was in Baldur's Gate. Like I was in the city.
Oh, you was in the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got like halfway
Dude, the
through
city is fucking great.
Yeah, but I was towards the end of that act, I guess. I was really pretty close to the end of the game, but I just like, I don't know. I just started fucking around. I restarted. Like, I did like 3 playthroughs just to do different shit. Just to try like different approaches to like the early game stuff. And that's what I was having a lot of fun in. And I still kind of do that every now and then. It's one of those games that I find myself just like hopping in and just loading in like a save, like random old saves, and just like playing through and just like changing decisions.
Well, right now, Killian's doing her own game. She's playing it now. I beat the game and now I'm on the second playthrough. On the second playthrough, as of right now, I've already found like an hour-long extra content on it. And let me say this too. The first time I played, I went all over the map as much as I could until nothing was like, you know, covered, you know? And I did everything I thought I could do. Killian went to the end of she was in the Underdark somewhere. And she went to the edge of the map, and there was like, the mushrooms and stuff. She jumped on a mushroom, like on the edge of the map, or she tried to jump on a mushroom. I was like, oh, that's like out of bounds, whatever. You're not gonna be able to jump over there. She jumped on the mushroom anyway, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Or well, not that cool, but I was like, oh, I didn't know you did that. And then she jumped on another one, and she kept going, and then she entered like a cutscene with this like, I don't want to give away, but it's like these cult things over there, and then there's like a bossy fight and everything too, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's cool.
Like, there's still so much stuff in this game that, like, I just didn't know about.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed whenever I, like...
I didn't know about, but I thought I did. And I'm like, this is...
Like, you think you do everything,
Yeah.
but there's still so much more shit.
Can I give you an example of something I went through recently?
Yeah.
So, do you know... what you call it? The fire that happens in the beginning of the game?
Which one?
There's like a fire in a town, and you gotta save this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened when you did all that?
Fuck, it's been a while. Okay, so full disclosure here. Whenever I started playing the game, I just murdered everyone that I encountered.
So I'm doing it now.
For like the whole, like my first playthrough. It's probably why it got kind of boring.
Wait, when you said you murdered everybody, would you play in the Dark Urge or no?
No.
You need to play the Dark Urge, dude. It is crazy. It's crazy, dude. Like, oh, dude, if you want to be a bad dude, there's some stuff in that game I'm like, oh shit, like they just letting this happen.
Like, you want to know how the evil playthrough that I had, how that started to begin with?
How?
Because that was not my plan. But I accidentally attacked someone, like in the first like 10 minutes of the game. Well, not the first 10. That's an exaggeration. But like as soon as you get off the little mind flayer ship thing and you're like on the beach and you like start encountering people, I accidentally attacked somebody. And I was like, fuck. And then I ended up killing that person. I was like, well, I guess I'm a fucking villain now. So I just, literally everyone else, I just started killing. Just went full murder mode. It was pretty fun.
Well, do you know anything about the Dark Urge?
I've seen like little clips on YouTube sometimes.
So there is basically it's like there is something inside of you that just makes you want to murder things, and you don't know why. I still don't know why, but it's like you just really want to kill people.
You just have like impulses to just murder shit.
Yes. So like, for example, like when you land on the beach, right? When you first land on the beach, the first thing you see is a dead body. You just go over it, or you can loot it, or whatever, or you can be like, oh, this person's from the ship. And the Dark Urge, you're like, you walk by it, and you're like, you can think of the last time you saw a dead body, and you can like appreciate it, and like, it's like an art to you. You're like, oh man, this fucking dead body, whatever. And then like you see Shadowheart, and you're like, oh, fucking let's kill her, But she'll wake up, so spoiler. But do you know the Gale thing?
Which thing?
Okay, so spoilers, for Dark Urge players and whatnot. But like, I'm just giving stuff from the very beginning of the game. So Gale's in the portal.
The portal thing.
Yeah. So in the Dark Urge, when you go to meet Gale, you start having these fantasies that happen, right? And when a fantasy happens, you're just you start just imagining these fucked up situations, whatever. And for example, Gale's asking for a hand, and you start imagining what it would be like to fucking just like brutally fuck up this hand, whatever, right? So you go in this imagination, what it'd be like to chop it off and like fucking skin it and all this other shit. You're like oh, whatever. And then you come back to 2, and his fucking arm is on the ground.
Oh shit!
So you actually take off his arm.
Cut off his arm.
You fucking cut off his arm, and that's a really big one I just did now, like a really, really big one. It fucked up. Like I had to replay it and go show it to Killian because I was like, look at this shit. This is fucking crazy. But like, yeah, dude, the Dark Urge is
that sounds fun.
Dude, it is really fun. It make you rethink like who you are sometimes too. Like, damn, I really don't want to do this right now, but I'll do it.
Did you ever have any like alternate ending, like credit roll things from like decisions that you made before you beat the game?
Are you talking about Gale?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. So Gale, we totally warn you not to let him die. Do you know why? Well, yeah, you went to Act 3, so you should probably know.
Yeah.
So, speaking of which, on my Dark Urge, I didn't do that because I seen that already on the video, so I let him stay with me. The thing I just did, though, was really, really fucked up and really bad, and my whole camp is, like, not okay with it. Gale especially, he's like, hey, I understand you have these impulses, but I don't think it's really my thing, and being around you just really makes me feel like a horrible person. And he's like, this is not something I can really be around. So he's like, I'm gonna wish you the best, and I'm going to leave camp. And I told him basically like, I dare you.
Dang.
and he gets really scared. He's like, I don't think I could take you. So I guess I'm gonna be with you even though I hate myself.
Damn, dude.
So he is with me now this whole time, and every time I do something really fucked up, Gale is just disgusted and hates what you do, but he's scared to leave. So,
did you ever have Gale kill himself to like detonate the bomb thing?
No.
Okay, I did that.
How'd that go?
You get a game over.
Oh.
It's just
I would
like,
expect so, yeah.
yeah, it's the same thing that happens if you don't, like if he dies and you don't resurrect him, like it's the same thing.
I want to ask what your ending was, but you didn't beat the game.
I didn't.
There's so many different endings, but my ending was pretty cool. Like, I don't want to like give it away because you might be similar, but like, and with Gale too, like, I know what I'm gonna do with this Baldur's Gate or the ending of Baldur, whatever. What I'm doing with Gale. I know I'm doing it all my characters at the end, like, because I saw what I could have done with them, you know. And I'm gonna definitely do those now. So, but dude, play the fucking Dark Urge. It's so fucked up, but so fun.
What's your favorite like class to play?
I don't know. I have a playthrough of my main two. Right, I'm playing with Killian and playing with my buddy Josh. So my main one was a rogue. The one I'm playing with Killian is a druid. The one I'm playing with Josh is a warlock, and the one I'm playing on my Dark Urge is a monk because I'm killing so many people and I want to do it with my bare hands. So
Awesome.
like I want to kill people. Like I don't want to fucking use a sword.
He's gonna beat him to death.
Yeah. I'm using my hands, dude. Fuck that, you know. So, but yeah, I'm a monk on my Dark Urge.
So my first playthrough, I was playing a wizard, and I wanted to be a necromancer because it's fucking cool. I've always liked that kind of like archetype. But the necromancers are not that fun in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
You can't really get like a full army going. This is like, so the next character I made was a druid. I feel like the druid is one of the most fun to play, just because you can transform into like an owlbear, and you can get places that you can't get with other classes, just because you can like jump super fucking far.
Well, the one thing I have enjoyed is I do like playing the monk just because I like to fuck people up, like with my hands. But like warlock has been fun because of the Eldritch Blast can be so powerful.
Yeah.
It can be so powerful, dude. The amount of people I've been shooting off ledges with that thing, is crazy. Like I've been yeeting everybody with the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I found out pretty quick that you can just get really cheap and just like knock people off of cliffs.
Yeah, dude, they're right there.
That's what I always do. Like if there's a cliff, I'm just gonna knock people off of it.
So okay,
instead of fighting and having like a drawn out battle, it's supposed to be like super tough or whatever. It's like, nah, man, I'm just gonna knock them off a cliff and it's over.
So I'm gonna get into spoiler territory now. So making that clear now for anyone who wants to just fast forward like 10 minutes ahead. Okay, now we're getting spoiler territory. So when you went to Act 3, you had the option of the Lithid. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Okay, so you get a couple of different like choices you have to make. So I want you to be a little bit more specific, so I know which one you're talking about.
So
You're talking about whenever you go to like.
you did make it to Baldur's Gate, right? Okay, so you made it to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
I'll make sure because this is a big spoiler. I don't want to. You have an option to become more of a.
I ate the tadpole is what I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you became half of one.
Yeah.
I did too.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Did you have your eye fucked up?
Yeah.
Like dude that stabbed it?
No.
No? Okay, so if you don't know, the bard at the very beginning that you save or whatever from the trolls, if you do save them.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Well, you had 3 playthroughs. You know what I'm talking about. If you can, what you can do is you can save the bard.
Oh, wait. Okay. You're talking about Volo?
Yeah.
Okay. I did save him.
Did you let him fuck you up? Because Killian did not.
No. I didn't let him like try to operate on my eye or whatever.
Do you know what happens with that? Well, no.
He like blinds you or something. He fucks
Yeah,
you
so
up, right?
yeah, so he starts off with like I think a small ice pick, and he just keeps getting bigger with his shit, and it's like comically bad, and your character is just suffering so bad. But yeah, he totally fucks you up trying to get the tadpole out, and he realizes he can't do it. And he's like, well, you I would say you're just blind, but you don't have an eyeball anymore. So he puts a fake eyeball in there, and you have like a fake eye now, but your fake eye can see like so many meters of invisibility.
That's fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. So you can see invisibility, but you lost your eye. But yeah. So but my main playthrough. Oh yeah, did you get whipped by that dude in the troll camp too? He's like whipping himself. He's like smacking himself. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that shit didn't happen to me.
No?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
So when you go through the troll camp, there's this guy. He's like whipping himself in the back. He's like hurting him. And he's like this crazy dude. He's like, I love pain, you know? Mm-hmm. And then he's like, my God. He's like, yeah, I worship a god of pain or something like that. And he's like, you should join me. You can choose to join him. And what you do is you get against the wall and the dude would hit you. And then you can like roll to be like, that didn't hurt or whatever. You are taking damage too, by the way. So basically you roll like 3 times to you just keep telling them like, yeah, give it to me more. Or there's different options you can do. You can be like real sexual about it, or you can be like, you know, fucking pussy, hit harder, you know, things like that. Or you can be like, oh, stop. Or you can be like, I'm gonna kill you or whatever. You know, there's so many different things. Yeah. But if you do it 3 times, you take it all 3 times, then you get a permanent buff from his god, because you withstand his pain, and your permanent buff for the whole game is like if you're less than 50% of health, you get like 2 extra damage or 2 extra bonus damage or something. Not 2 extra damage, but dice roll damage, whatever. You can become like way more powerful.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I used it for Karlach. I like Karlach at the time. Take all the damage, and dude, she just became a beast.
Just fucking people up.
Yeah. So she was pretty good.
Apparently there's a lot of little shit like that where you can just get like permanent changes.
Yeah.
Just from doing stuff.
Yeah. So spoiler, the thing that Killian found that I didn't know about, it was a cult of people trying to worship this god as well, you know? And you can choose to sacrifice one of your party members. And if you sacrifice one of your party members to this god, you get a big permanent buff through the whole game too.
Dude, that's fucking... What kind of buff?
What is it? I think it's like something about bleeding damage. So
cool.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I don't want to butcher, you know, say it was like something and then butcher it completely. But I know we had to do something with like bleeding damage. Like they take extra damage with bleeding damage. That might be it. But yeah,
that's cool.
But yeah, you can sacrifice somebody and just whatnot.
It's a really good game, man.
Yeah. By the way, on my Baldurs Gate, no, not Baldurs Gate, my Dark Urge playthrough, you know how they was like searching for Karlach? So I had Will with me, and when Will came with me, I found Karlach, and she's like, oh, look, I'm actually innocent. And she gives you the visions showing that she's innocent, and I was like, I don't fucking believe you. And we killed her. And then we chop her head off, and you take Karlach's head with you, like you're literally holding up her head. And you take her head with you, and you turn it in, and then you get like a sword for it. And then Will doesn't get turned into a devil. He actually gets rewarded through this like costume or whatever, but it's like really powerful. And I kill Will to take his costume.
Damn.
You know, I didn't have to do that, but like he could just took it. But
you could have just taken it.
Yeah, but I did side with the trolls in this one, so he had to go anyway. Oh. But like, but my head, I killed him for the outfit. And also, you have this little fucking little troll guy. He's like, I've been following you around, and I've seen all these fucked up things you did. And he's like, it's beautiful. And he's like, keep doing it, and I'll keep bringing you things. And he gives you like a fucking cape, and the cape is like when you kill somebody, you automatically turn invisible for like so many turns. Super useful, especially as a monk. I'm just fucking people up, go invisible, and then run to another guy. You know. Has
there been anything in there that you've done, like evil shit, that you actually like felt pretty bad about?
Yeah, yes. And there's one of them I really want to say, but it's like a big one.
Well, we're talking spoilers right now. Anyway, so.
Okay. Did you ever meet that bar tiefling? She's on top of the cliff and she's like playing music with the squirrels next to her. She's in the druid camp.
Maybe.
Damn. If not, she's really cool. Okay, so she's like really nice. Okay, spoiler for the end of the game with her. if you can get her to get to the end, she like helps kids and stuff. She's like the greatest person, and she's like really happy all the time, and she like likes to play music. When you meet her, you can learn how to play music with her, and she'll give you an instrument if you play music with her, and it would also make you proficient in like music and stuff too.
Okay, I met her, but she wasn't with squirrels and stuff whenever I met her.
Well, no,
I met her like way later.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm pretty. It's like a tiefling bard, and you can like, play with her and stuff.
Well, if you probably met her in Act 2, then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then in Act 1, if you see her, then she's with squirrels, and the squirrel, it's like Sleeping Beauty, like or Disney stuff. Like she's playing music, and the squirrels are like all around her and stuff. But if you have speak to animals right now, and you speak to the squirrels are like, fucking, you're belting my brain. Fucking stop. This is horrible.
That's one of my favorite things is talking to animals in the game.
So the squirrels aren't being like nice and like following her. They're actually dying and screaming like, please help, please stop.
Agony.
Yeah. Like, please stop playing music. So that's what it is. But anyway, you can talk to her and get her through. She's a great person. On my Dark Urge playthrough, I told her that she was really bad at music, and she's like, well, do you know any tips or whatever? I was like, yeah, don't ever fucking play. And she's like, I know everyone might not, be great at what they love, but you can still learn and stuff. And I'm like, no, don't ever pick up an instrument.
Never play again.
Yeah, and you would do everyone a favor, or or something like that. Don't ever pick up an instrument. She's like, I can't really fight, and I don't really want to help. I want to find a way to help. And I was like, you were helped by never playing again.
Jeez, dude.
It was pretty brutal.
Give up on your dreams.
Yeah, and it was bad. It was just seeing her disappointment. It was really sad,
Yeah.
And she left, and you try to talk to her again. She's like, I just really need some time to think, and it's really sad. But anyway, you go to camp. When you go to camp, you see someone like going up in your camp, and you're like, get up, and it's her, and she's like, oh, hey. She's like, oh, hey. And then she sees it's you. She's like, oh. And you're like, what are you doing here? She's like, I realized that I didn't want to play music no more because of what you said and everything. And so I ran away, and I've been really thirsty and hungry. And I wanted, to see if someone here could, help me out. But then I saw it was you. And she's like, you're the reason I left. And now I'm running into you again and whatnot. She's like, I really don't want to say this, but she's like, I'm about to starve, and I'm so tired. She's like, can I just rest here for the night? And you can choose if you want her to rest there or not.
Fuck no, just leave.
Yeah. Well, I told her she could rest, right? And after everybody went to sleep, my character, as a Dark Urge, had a perfect opportunity to take advantage of this innocent person. And the amount of fucked up that you do to this person, you absolutely just torture her. Break all of her bones. Her eyes are popping out of her head. You open up her chest and the guts are coming out. It is gruesome. Like when you see, you're like, what the fuck? Like it's bad, right? Damn. And then you come in too, and you're like, oh shit, because you could choose to do that, and you choose to do that, and you're like, oh shit, I just killed the person because the fucking guts are hanging out now, and there's blood everywhere. Like it's just a bloodbath, right? And you're like, I gotta hide the body. Or you got to do all this other stuff. And I chose to keep the body out for everyone to see.
Oh my God.
So everyone saw the body. That's why Gail wanted to leave, by the way.
He's like, okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Gail was like, this is bad. Gail's like, I don't want to be any part of this, to a part of you. I don't ever want to see you again. And I'm like, yeah, fucking try to leave and see what happens. And Gail was like, you know what? I don't want to be like her. So, yeah. It's pretty fun, but you do feel really bad for doing stuff like that,
So, when you're like going around in that little temple, and I think before you go in, there's Raphael. He like talks to you and says there's like a demon in there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So whenever you encountered that demon, how did that go down?
Wasn't good. I spent about, I'll probably say like 6 hours or something in that temple trying to figure out what the fuck to do to help this guy, because I wanted to do the good way through. I couldn't do it, and I gave up. I caved in, dude. I caved in, and I looked it up, and I was like, okay, let me do this. And I did it, and it would not work. And I think it was a glitch in the game.
You glitched it?
Yeah, because I think whatever it was, I was supposed to kill this last dude, and all these rats appeared, and then you gotta kill the rats and stuff. Well, do you know about that?
Vaguely. I think we talked about it the last time I was here.
So yeah, so long story short, he has to kill everyone in the thing, and then the one he's missing actually is the rat. It's like a druid, you know, but he's transformed to a rat, and there's a ton of rats, but it's just one in particular.
Yeah, I knew there's some weird shit going on with the rats, but I never got that part because whenever I encountered that dude, I just like convinced him to kill himself.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing too. I gotta stop watching videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did feel a little bit bad because I convinced him to kill his pet, and I was like, that's kind of sad. And it's like nothing compared to what you were just talking about, like fucking mutilating innocent people.
Dude, it's so bad.
But I felt bad for him killing his little pet. I was like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. And I keep convincing him he like murders like all of his minions, and then he kills himself. And I'm like, oh yeah, that was pretty easy.
Because I know what you're talking about. Because like I said, I saw a video, and I gotta stop watching videos. Like sometimes I'll stop myself just because I can't fucking do this, you know. But then other times it's hard not to. But like
no, I've seen a lot of videos too.
It's what is it? Yeah, because he has to kill everybody in there, right? And he's stuck in there. He can't get out because there's somebody missing. And he's like, well, obviously you got a fucking pet right here you haven't killed. Like this thing's next to you all the time. And
he's heard it. He knows about it.
And then all your people here too. Like you think they're going to be free without it, and then you're like, well, you got to kill yourself, obviously.
Well, obviously you have to kill yourself too.
But like, yeah, what happened to me was it glitched out. I did what I was supposed to do with that last thing. But there was supposed to be a bunch of rats that appeared with it, and those rats never appeared, and so the next scene after that didn't happen.
So I found that area where you're supposed to do that, and there's like some kind of ritual or something shit you're supposed to do, but it doesn't work because I already like had him kill himself and stuff. So like I was trying to figure out what that was for, and then I found out what it was for, and I was like, oh, okay, I can't do it. So I was just like moved on.
Well, speaking of ritual, when I told you I spent hours, dude. I found like a few candles, and I was like, I gotta go find more candles because I thought you had to put candles around the thing. I was trying to do stuff with that ritual, and I just kept failing. And I was like, what do I have to do here? You know, until I looked it up, I finally figured it out. But like, dude, I was driving myself crazy. I was backtracking so much, just trying to figure things out, and I'm like, I'm missing something. And I went to the corners of like everything, just trying to make sure that like there's nothing else in this fucking temple.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It does suck whenever you like fuck up and something bugs out and then you can't finish like certain stuff. So you know that like the Githyanki little
Crash?
Yeah, the crash where they had like their stuff. There's a part where you're supposed to get like I don't know if you need like a stone or like a key or something to get through this door because it's like a secret door and it goes and then like unlocks another part of the temple crash thing. You don't know?
I go for it. I might not have seen this, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, for like the story, you're supposed to like to advance the story. You have to go talk to this person, and they like this. I'm pretty sure this is because I was like being too bloodthirsty and just fighting people. So I started a fight with these people, and they ran away and like ran and locked themselves in the room, and I can't get in there. It's like this is literally impossible to get in now. And like that sucks.
Wait. I know again, talking about videos and stuff, right? So, I think I've seen something similar to what you're talking about because, do you know what that chest is?
Which chest?
If you open it up, something's in there. You get it in Act 1. You fight a bunch of like werewolf-looking people, and they're fighting like two guys in a cave, and then there's a chest in there. You can also talk him, the troll guy, or the troll. It's like one main troll, and he's like, you can talk him into killing everyone else.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, they're protecting a chest in there. Did you ever open up at that chest?
I didn't, no.
Okay.
There's so much shit in this game.
Yeah, okay. So, like, there is... Oh, fucking... The deal with that. Anyway, I'm rewinding again. Remember I told you I unlocked something in the game not too long ago?
Yeah.
By myself? Okay, just exploring. Not seeing the video or nothing. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Like, this is why I try to stop watching videos, because I want to be able to experience this, because it's so fucking feels good when you just do it. But like the fire guy, there's a fire at the beginning of the city, right? And what happened with him? We got so off topic, I think.
I'm trying to remember exactly what happens, but like I go in, so the city's on fire, right? Like the little town.
Did you save him, the guy that was in there that was trapped, or no?
I think I saved. I can't even remember. I've done it twice, I'm pretty sure the first time I played through, I just like tried to save somebody, and I don't know if I actually succeeded or not because I think my game kind of bugged out a little bit. But yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Well,
tell me
if you save him, then he's looking for his wife, right? And his wife's dead in another part of the kind of town. Like he's in one building and she's in another building, but she's dead in that building. And you tell him.
He must have died because I don't remember that.
Yeah. Well, you tell him like his wife's dead or whatever, and he runs up there and he's like, no. He's like, all upset or whatever. And he's talking to her and he's like, oh, fucking, why does this have to happen when, why you, not me, type of thing, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. It's like, damn, that kind of sucks. Dude's wife died. And he can't really prevent it. She was already dead when you show up, right? So there's nothing you can do about it. The first playthrough. The playthrough I'm doing now with the Dark Urge, right? I went there and he's like, oh, she's dead and stuff. And I was like, because he said something about their wedding ring and couldn't find it, whatever. And I was like, I wonder. So I used a scroll to speak of the dead and talk to her about the wedding ring. And then she confirms where it's at with him, and they're talking to each other. And they say it's in the barn behind the back. And I'm like, okay, so let's go behind the back. And you go behind the back. Like, I'm getting chills, dude. Like, this is so cool. Like, go behind the back. And there's a guy there, like, crouched down in the barn. He's like a fireball on me. And I walk up there, and I'm like, hey, dude, you better not do that. I'm going to fucking kill you if you do. And he's like, okay. I intimidate him because, I'm an intimidation guy. But he's like, okay, sorry. He's like, I'm just making sure, no one gets past this fucking, it's like a latch that goes in, underground, whatever, to like a basement. He's like, I'm making sure no one goes down this latch, But he's like, you guys seem fine. You can go down. And I'm like, okay. So, went to a barn, and now there's a latch. So I went down, started going down this latch. He's like, wait, here's the key. And you're like, key for what? He's like, for a bookshelf. You're like, okay. So you take the key, and you go down there, and you find a bookshelf, and then you use the key for the bookshelf, and the bookshelf moves, and then it's a stairway going all the way down, and you go down, and there's a fucking huge cave, and you go down this cave, and you start walking in, and someone's like, hey, and you get there's like a bow, like, stop where you are, and you're like, what's going on here? And you talk them to letting them through, and it turns out there was these fucking miners or whatever people down here, and they've been kidnapping painters. Painters, or this famous guy in particular, but other ones. But this one dude is like super famous at painting and stuff, and he's like making them paint all these paintings to get so they could sell it and go to Baldurs Gate. And you could, he comes up to you and he's like, hey, can you free me, whatever. But you could also make him to make a painting of you, or you could fucking make a deal with them about how to get Baldur's Gate, helping them out or whatever. And it was just this thing of content, It's a big cave, never seen it before. It's a fucking huge space, There's the whole lore down there of painters being slaves, basically, in order to sell the stuff. And you can interact with them, save them, not save them, fucking take advantage of them, whatever. You can ask to have your own slave, type of thing. It's like,
yeah.
Like I just walked into that, all because I used a scroll to speak of the dead with this woman. And I was like, I wonder what happens.
Yeah, that's another fun thing to do too. Is just like speak with dead. Just anytime you encounter like a dead NPC. You can find some cool little secret stuff. Dude,
so cool. Like there's so much stuff in that game, dude. Yep. So fun. But what was I told you I was going off topic, but like going back on topic. Well, I switched over. What was we talking about before that? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
New topic.
Yeah, I don't know. We should play Baldur's Gate together.
We should.
We should. I'll play the Dark Urge again with me, and then I would just play it with you. Like I'll just be the companion on the side, helping you out, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You could you just do the choices, whatever you want to do, and I'll just be the guy on the side, just being like hee, fuck him up too, Or I could be like I think it'd actually be cool, yeah. If you were playing a Dark Urge, I'll play like a paladin, like a good paladin. But I'm stuck with you doing all these fucked up things, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but I'm trying not to break my oath, but you're constantly like just doing all these fucked up things to all these people. But yeah. By the way, that one bitch in the troll camp, when I sided with them, the girl with 2 swords and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you side with them, she'll be at your camp if you help her out. whatnot, and then she would want to smash. And when you smash with her, it is like the most like I guess, how would you say, most of the scenes when you lay with somebody doesn't really show as much or do as much. Her was like full like like showed everything. It was like, oh, okay, like wasn't expecting to see that much. So if you ever, I'm just letting you know.
What was the first character that you smashed?
The first one that I smashed.
Or the first one that like offered.
Well, the first one that offered was like fucking get the Yankee bitch. And it was like, you're ugly. Even on my playthrough now, I'm like, get away from me.
She was the first one I smashed, bro.
Huh? Oh, you nasty motherfucker.
I was like, I'm just gonna. Okay, so the first one that offered was Gale, because apparently I got real close with Gale being wizards. I was like, nah, dude, I'm good. I feel like you've misread this relationship, man.
Okay, so I'll tell you what, from the end of the game, the ones I smashed. I smashed the Karlak, and I was playing as a woman, so I smashed Karlak. I smashed Halson, the druid guy, because I heard about what happened. You know about that, right?
Yeah,
everyone knows about it.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to see it myself. So, if for the people that don't know, figure it out. And I also smashed the Guardian, the Emperor.
Oh.
You know the Emperor now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So me and the Emperor got technically. So.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have an option for that or no?
Yeah, no, I smashed them too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, whenever so at a certain point, I was just like, anyone that offers to smash them, smash them.
Nice. Except for Gale.
Except for Gale. Gale, yeah. But, oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, he felt pretty, I'll say too, at the end of the game, I went against him last minute. He felt pretty betrayed, I'm sure. Yeah. Which, obviously, I would feel betrayed too. Hey, do you know anything about the Oil's backstory? About the underground, under the Baldurs Gate?
The who?
Will's backstory? About under the prison? Spoiler, kind of.
Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot.
It's pretty cool.
Because Will was dead in my main playthrough.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, there is like a really, really epic fight.
Yeah, he never joined my party.
Wait, did you ever fight Raphael? Did you go to the House of Hope at all?
Yeah.
You did?
Well, at first I broke into his room and stole all his shit. And then I found his diary and I was like, oh shit, this is Raphael's room. And then he confronted me later about it.
Do you know what the House of Hope is?
House of Hope?
Yeah.
I think, is that the...
Oh, you don't know. Okay.
What is it?
So you go to his house, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's a pentagram around there, right? And you read a book. And the book would tell you where to put these things. There's different things in his house.
Okay, I didn't do that.
Dude, it's so this is one of the best parts of the game, dude. Dude, so there's a pentagram and there's little things around the house, and the book would tell you what's what, And so you put the pentagram, there's a skull right here, and you put a heart right here, whatever, on different sides of the pentagram, and then it open up a gate of hell type of thing, and you go into it, and it's the House of Hope is what it's called. And dude, I'm getting chills again, dude. The fight with Raphael is one of the best fights. At the end of that. So good, dude. So good. That one and the underground of Baldur's Gate. Those two are really great fights. Besides the ending fight. The ending fight's pretty good too. But those two are another level good.
Oh,
And man. So I will say this part at least. When you start fighting Raphael, the music and shit, everything changes. It's oh, you're playing a different game now, it gets crazy, and you're fucking hell and shit, and there's pentagrams, so amazing, great fight. Totally recommend it.
That sounds cool.
It is. You gotta do it. We should play, dude. We should play together if you got some time, at least, Yeah. It's a very long game, especially to play with somebody else.
Yeah.
that's the issue. But yeah, probably one of the best games ever made, dude. Without a doubt.
Maybe I should go back and beat it.
Yeah, maybe you should.
I probably should.
Maybe you should. Let me beat it with you. Fucking, I can just join in at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll join in.
Do they have cross-platform play?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, wait. Do they? I don't know.
I don't know, because I'm playing it on PC.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me check that out real quick.
Just look it up.
Yeah, let me do a quick Google search on the podcast. Everyone's like, dude, what the fuck? Let's see. Oh, no. My bad.
What are you doing?
I was wrestling. I've gotten really into wrestling, by the way. Like, really into wrestling.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like WWE and stuff.
Is that why you want to watch the Iron Claw movie?
No, that's not why. I just wanted to see a movie. But, like, so my cousin Tyler, I will look this up later. We can do this off the podcast.
Yeah.
But my cousin Tyler is really into WWE, right? And I'm like, I get it. You know, Kane back in the day and Stone Cold and stuff. You know, I get it. Mm-hmm. But he's into it now. And I try to watch a little bit. And it looks a bit too, like, real. Not real, but, like, it was more like a foggy, like a grimy look back in the day. And now it's just, like, too clean. That's good. That's a good
Too
one.
clean.
Too clean. And I'm like, I don't get it. But I started watching it more with him, whatnot. And I'm getting invested into the story and stuff. And next thing you know, dude, I'm like fucking getting really into these storylines and all this crazy shit's happening. Like Royal Rumble's coming up on Saturday and stuff too. And it's like, I know all the, like, these characters are like a lineup, whatever. Like, this is, like, if you look online, many people agree, 2023 is probably one of the best years of wrestling because of Triple H. Vince McMahon stepped down and Triple H took over, and he was like, he has what's to say, and Triple H is pretty much being like, look, I'll have an overview over everyone, but for the most part, you guys do what you want with your characters. He's like, if you think you think this would make a good story, go ahead, go for it. I'll let you guys have the creative freedom, but I'll just have the final say so of it. And so it's no more like you got to be the biggest motherfucker, whatever and whatnot. So like pretty much anybody can be champion, whatnot. And dude, like, it's great. It's super great. It's you got to stop watching wrestling, man. Like,
Where do you watch it
at? Peacock and Hulu.
Okay.
So you can catch up with it with either one.
Yeah, I just recently got Peacock, so.
So do you know who Roman Reigns is?
I know of him, yeah.
Okay, well, Roman Reigns.
I haven't followed like WWE in quite a while.
Mm-hmm. Well, just in the past few months, dude, has been insane. So Roman Reigns, I don't really give a shit about him too much. I don't like him as a character. Not I don't like him because he's like bad or whatever, but like I just don't like him. Mm-hmm. But he is about to be Hulk Hogan's record of most days ever being champion. He's had the champion belt for like 3 years now, almost 4. Damn. So he's been champion for a very long time, And then here recently on Raw, they was saying that a new champion is going to be coming back, or an old champion. Yeah, an old champion is going to be coming back to Raw. We're not going to say who it is, keeping it a secret. And everyone's like, oh, who's it going to be, And then Jinder Mahal or something like that. Jinder Mahal, yeah, it was him. In other words, Jinder Mahal is like one of the people hate the most. People really don't like him at all, right?
Okay.
No one thinks he should have ever been champion in the first place. So he comes out and everyone's like, oh.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Exactly. Man. I didn't know who it was either at the time. I found out, watching this shit. But anyway, no one really likes Jinder Mahal. And he comes out and everyone's like, oh, I guess he is a former champion, technically. But yeah, exactly. No one knows who he is, right?
Yeah.
Turns out he was like a fake out. So he comes out and he was actually there to really introduce the real guy because he was talking and then out of nowhere you heard, can you smell what the Rock is cooking, comes out, dude. Rock is back. And it's not like a appearance, like Rock is back, And so the reason I brought up Roman Reigns though is because he has the champion for like 4 years, and he's called the head of the table. Like that's what they call he's the head of the table. That's what they call him. He has a bloodline of him and his crew, whatever, this whole thing. But Rock comes out and he's like, he beats up this Jinder Mahal guy, whatever. And he's just like, when Rock leaves here, he's like, what do you guys think Rock should eat at? He's like, you think I should sit at the table? And he's talking and he's like, how about at the booth? How about the bar? He's like, The Rock likes the bar. How about the head of the table? And it's like, oh, damn. Shit, it's like, oh, so, okay. He's going for it. And then Randy Orton. I don't know if you know who Randy Orton is.
Yeah.
Dude, he just came back. Randy Orton's back, and he fucking just did this crazy off. It was like a Hell in a Cell match. And this guy fell from Hell in a Cell, and he met them like halfway. Like he jumped up in the air, grabbed them, and did the RKO like halfway in. And I was like, oh shit! Like shit was awesome. And then CM Punk is back now too.
Is he?
Yeah. So dude, all these people are just starting to come back. Like all these old legends are all back now, and there's already legends in the ring and stuff. Surprisingly, he's not a legend, nothing, but just random. Logan Paul is actually really good at wrestling.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, he's
I
actually
saw
really
that
good.
he was like pretty legit.
Yeah.
And I watched on YouTube some of his matches, and it wasn't like super gimmicky either. He's just like doing cool shit. I was like, oh fuck.
So the main two were the one that everyone talks about right now. Obviously, the one in the last Royal Rumble when he clashed with that one dude.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was super dope. And then the one where he caught Rey Mysterio. Do you see that one?
I don't think so. I saw the one where you like clashed.
Oh,
dude.
I'll show up a quick video because it'll be like a few seconds. But so what happened is Rey Mysterio is on the ropes and he goes to do he's like doing a backflip and landing on Logan Paul, but Logan catches Rey Mysterio. 7 seconds. Here it is. So what happens is Rey Mysterio jumps backwards and does a flip and tries to land on Logan, but Rey Mysterio didn't jump high enough. So now his head is going straight towards the ground and like about to break.
Yeah.
And look how fucking what Logan did, dude. Right here.
Oh.
He dived in.
Nice.
He straight up just dived in and grabbed him right before his head hit.
Saved his ass.
Yeah. And picked him back up, and he tried to play it off as in like whatever, slammed it. But everyone knows like, damn, that was almost really, really, really bad, and Logan just saved him.
That's cool.
know? Yeah. But like, dude, the wrestling's so fucking cool. Like everyone always talk about how fake it is and stuff, but like,
it's fun though.
Dude, it's so fun seeing all these people.
You get into those like storylines too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to obviously when I was a kid, I used to watch like Stone Cold and The Rock and all that.
Yeah.
And then I got into like here a little while back. It's been a while. It's been maybe it was before I started working at engineer floor, so it's probably been like maybe 12 years ago or something, 10 12 years. But I started watching for like almost like a year straight. I was just watching like every week, and like you get super into it, man.
Do you know who Dominic is?
I don't think so.
As of right now, he's my favorite, and everyone fucking hates Dominic, hates him. Tyler's kid will pitch a big fit every time I bring him up because he fucking hates him so bad. The thing is, okay, so Dominic is Dominic Mysterio. It's Rey Mysterio's kid.
Okay.
And when I say Rey Mysterio's kid, it's actual legit kid. Like his kid has been in wrestling since like he was like 6 in like storylines with Eddie Guerrero or whatever his name was back in the day. Yeah. Like they fought for custody of him, whatever back in the day. So Dominic has always kind of been there, and now he's actually an adult now, and he's there. And he tried to wrestle, and everyone's like, this kid needs some work. Like, I know we get you're Rey Mysterio's kid, but you're not Rey Mysterio at all. Yeah. And no one liked him. And so like they're like, yeah, you need to go train for a few years and come back, right? Well, he picked up this new gimmick. Dude, like, shaved his head. Or not shaved his head, but he, like, got, like, a mullet cut. And just changed his whole look. And he looks like a fucking asshole. So, look, let me show you what he looks like, actually. This is Dominic. Oh, that's him right there, actually. The front page.
Oh.
So, that's Dominic. He has this mullet and just this look that you just want to punch him in the face, right?
Yeah.
He does it on purpose, but he comes out now and he's like, I know you guys think Rey Mysterio. You know who Rey Mysterio is, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, I know you guys really like Rey Mysterio and you think he's really good and all, but like, you guys don't know the real Rey Mysterio. The real Rey Mysterio is a piece of shit father who was never there. And he's like, he doesn't give a shit about nobody and all this other stuff. And he's like, he's also a really bad wrestler and all this stuff. Like, just talking shit. He's like, he doesn't know anything, He's like, he would always do these fucked up things. He's like, my dad got me a fucking, I asked him for a car. He got me a fucking Toyota, and I asked for a BMW, type of things like that.
Yeah,
like
stuff to make you hate him.
Yeah, like just told us like spoiled little brat type of thing,
Yeah.
And he also went to jail over something. I forgot what it was, but I think he like hit his mom or something like that.
Oh.
And so he went to jail, but his dad bailed him out. But he mysteriously bailed him out. So he was in jail for like less than an hour, whatnot. But now it's his whole persona.
His whole persona is that he went to jail.
Yeah, he's like, he went to WrestleMania. WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Comes in with like a police station and like armored truck and everything. Comes out with handcuffs and a prison outfit and stuff because he went to jail for like 30 minutes to an hour, and he was in the holding cell. He never went in the back.
That's the kind of shit I love about wrestling. It's just like the dumb stuff like that.
Dude, he's my favorite character. He's such a fucking like. He comes out. He doesn't have to say anything. You just see his face, and the entire place is like booing the fuck out of him. I love it. I love it. It's so great. You should get on, and it's going to be really cringy at first. I'm going to let you know. Start watching some stuff. It's going to be really cringy. A little kind of hard to watch. You'll be like, but the more you watch, the more you start to get like, okay. Like this LA Knight guy, I don't know. I didn't know who he was until like just a few weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. I went to Tyler's house, and they're talking about LA Knight. I'm like, who's LA Knight? And I started watching this guy just do a promo, like talking and stuff. He's so great. He's so good on the mic. He has this thing where it's like like that. I don't know what it is, like, or where it came from, but he'd be talking, and then it's like Stone. What did the fucking Stone Cold do? Stone Cold just did something like that. It's like, what?
He did what?
Yeah,
he
what?
just interrupt people.
Yeah,
what?
But LA Knight's kind of like that, but with the he'd be saying something, and he'd be like, yeah, and whatever. And then the way he says it too makes you want to say it too. Like you'd be in the car driving and be like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's great. But yeah, give wrestling a shot, man. Give it another shot. It's actually really good, and like a lot of people agree, this is probably one of the best years we've ever had for wrestling. Pretty great. So it's really good. Yeah.
So when's WrestleMania?
That's a good question. I know it's in like a few months from now, but Royal Rumble. The point of the Royal Rumble, you know what that is, right? So you get a timer, and the timer counts down. And a new person comes out until like 30 people come out, and it's like fucking just crazy.
Whoever's left at the end wins.
And whoever wins that though has a shot for the championship, the title belt at WrestleMania. So that's what the Royal Rumble is there for. That one guy who wins goes to the main event of like WrestleMania or whatever. I don't know who it's gonna be. So you got The Rock. You got CM Punk, you got Randy Orton, you got like Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, by the way, dude, is so fucking cool. I really like him. He's got his theme song and stuff. Just if you heard his theme song from WrestleMania coming out, fucking great. Fucking great. I don't know. It's really great. Well, last WrestleMania, you know who Shane McMahon is? Mm-hmm. So Shane McMahon is Vince McMahon's son. Came out, tried to do a little thing. Snoop Dogg was hosting, by the way. So Snoop Dogg was hosting? Snoop Dogg was hosting, and this guy named Miz came out, and then Shane McMahon came, and he's like, I haven't been here in like 10 years, He said, what's up, motherfuckers? But Shane McMahon wrestled for like less than a minute, tore his fucking leg, whatever, and he couldn't get up. Oh. It's main event live. He's like, he can't get up. Match just started, whatever. And so the Snoop Dogg improvises, comes in there, and then starts to wrestle the Miz, which was never supposed to happen.
He just starts.
Yeah, because like obviously like the dude's on the ground, no one can do anything, and no one's even there except for Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg's like, I had to do something. I couldn't watch him. He's like, someone had to take him down, whatever. But yeah, like just little things like that, like improvised like things. Super cool. Yeah, you gotta watch WrestleMania or wrestling in general, dude. But you got any other topics?
No.
I'm down to keep talking, but we've already talked about a good bit. So, call it there?
Yeah, we just call it here.
Okay, cool. Well, this has been the Famous for Nothing podcast with the Moose. Not sexy moose. Just the moose. Just not sexy. The not sexy moose. But good podcast. Should do this more often. But anyways, see you guys. Bye. Wait, any last words?
No.
Bye.